Welcome back. Sam the electrician here, speaking about Alberta separation, Western independence. So I just had a chance to check out Prime Minister Trudeau's press conference in which he was asked a few questions about Western alienation and what his position is on that. His answers were typical Trudeau-isms. Didn't really say much. And I think it needs to be pointed out that Trudeau and his father both have used the tactic of trying to split the country to win elections. And now Trudeau stands in front of everyone saying that he wants to unify the country and he's looking out for the best interests of all Canadians. Platitudes, really, that don't mean anything. 2 weeks ago, he was telling people in Quebec that Quebecers need to fight against the politicians like Doug Ford and Jason Kenney. That's not unifying language when you're saying to Quebecers, you have to vote me in so we can fight against other people in this country. Extremely hypocritical and extremely two-faced, I have to say. He then went on to say that he needs to address the best interests of every region of this country, and we all know that the interests of each region of this country are very different. Very different. There is no unifying interest anymore. The reason Alberta got into Confederation in the first place was to slow down or stop American expansion into what was considered British territory at the time. And ever since then, really, there has been no interest from the people of Ontario about giving the West a fair shake, right down to the wheat boards going on for so long, where our Ontario farmers were allowed to sell their wheat at fair market prices, and prairie farmers had to sell their wheat to these government-controlled boards at set prices. It's just the same. Ottawa's been an authoritarian government since its inception. The people of Quebec feel the same way, I'm sure. This is why they have a strong separatist movement there as well. Trudeau speaks of buying the pipeline as one of the ways that he helped the West. Spending Canadian taxpayer dollars on a project that is going nowhere doesn't help anybody. I think everyone in Canada can agree on that one, even, that there was a private corporation putting money into this project, and the taxpayers didn't have to put anything in until Ottawa stepped in. Now, is that typical Ottawa bungling, or is this by design? It's hard to say. It's very generally felt out west that Trudeau did this in order to slow the project or stop it altogether. When the government owns something, the government can move or not move on it, where private industry needs to make a profit, so they move quickly to get something done, turn profit, and move on to the next project, where government doesn't work that way. We all know that. So not much new came out of his speaking, and not very surprised, coming from the same person who, when he was younger, said, Quebecers are the best Canadians and this country belongs to Quebec. What can you say to someone who's gone on record over and over again saying that, other than see you later? You and Quebec and Ontario and Quebec can fight it out all they want. We just want out. We don't want to have any part of this confederation anymore. It's too big, and it's just, you can't represent all the interests of this country from Ottawa anymore. Not enough power is handed back to the provinces. The federal government is inept at best. So yeah, it's just time, and I think Trudeau is scared. I think that's why he's finally addressing this. Either he's scared or he just doesn't care, and he's just saying the words to try to keep everyone happy. And anyway, have a good one.